welcome back to the competitive speed series.
The absolute carnage on this final lap. 5 red lights here in Miami. Can they regain that place?
I cannot believe my eyes.
Who comes out on top? Down the inside into Casio Triangle. This could end in disaster.
So Zach Miles taking the lead. It was an all or nothing approach for the TF10 team.
And this could be crucial for NBR.
A race to remember with Jeremy Gallagher.
And they are officially the champions of the season.
It does not get closer than that. What a race. What a season.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to Competitive Speed Series. And, well, I'm joined once again with Ollie. Ollie, welcome along for the finale, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It is going to be really intense, and with, you know, before I let you speak, I'm just going to ramble on with track changes that we've had here with that turn 9 much more rounded, and even this early first sector much more rounded. It's so much better to drive and commentate and race over. But anyway, Ollie, welcome along, hope you're okay, and yeah, it's the finale.
Yeah, it's come around so quickly, hasn't it? It just felt like yesterday that we were beginning this season, but it's been fantastic, isn't it? And like you mentioned, end it at a now you could argue a good track where maybe before you couldn't argue that, but yeah, no, very much looking forward to it. With those changes that have been implemented the last couple of years, that has really allowed them to race a bit better at the circuit. So hopefully we'll have an exciting race. I don't think I have to hope, Gareth, because it's been exciting all season. So we should have another phenomenal race, and there's still plenty to play for.
Certainly. We might have our champions in TF10. However, as we're looking at the standings now, you can see how close it is for the battle for P2 in this one. So ET8, BRT, and LLR in that battle for P2. OVR, AMR for the battle for P5, and you can say IRT is in there if they have an absolutely incredible race here tonight. So you can't count them out mathematically, but you know what? It's anything's been possible in this season, and generally they come up with some incredible racing tonight. They're already out on track. We're already in qualifying, so I suppose at this point we'll look at these standings, I'm sure, very in more detail later on. Mm-hmm. But as I try and get over to the Elgato, there we go. It eventually kicks in. That was very, very odd. But we're here racing, and we've got TF10 Dirk, who's the first of the drivers out on track, and they are all out on track. We don't see this very often.
No, we don't. So I highly doubt there's rain incoming at Abu Dhabi. It looks like clear skies here, but it is quite a long lap, Gareth. I'm not sure what the time is off the top of my head. But it is a long way round at this circuit, and maybe that's why they all want to get out and get that early banker lap. But we've got Dirk on his first flying lap. Here comes underneath the hotel that we have on circuit here, round to finish off with 2 corners to go. But unfortunately, he has invalidated that one, and that's him back in the pits on his first flying lap.
Yeah, not ideal for Dirk and Nico Castronovo. They're going provisional pole, but then immediately it's all heading off for other drivers, and my goodness me, they are in and out of the pits like crazy, trying to sort their lap times out, and failing miserably for some of them. They're going to go put on a fresh set through there. Dirt Alpha Kevin then cross the line and into P3 then for the Mercedes driver. That's pretty good for the EVEs. That I think it was last week, wasn't it? I'm certain they were looking really strong, EVE, as Supply Raptor then claims provisional pole, and then unfortunately it just fell away from them with all the chaos, I suppose.
Yeah, that's one way to describe it, wasn't it? With everything that happened with that race, safety cars, crashes, people retiring. It was non-stop action last week, wasn't it? And yeah, the EVE guys were up there at one point. I think I predicted them to win the race, but the way the race transpired, it didn't go their way. So they'll be hoping to obviously get a good result tonight to finish off their season. I think, like you mentioned, they might be a little bit off it, but they could still take. They could still take 7 in the championship. I think they can beat IRT this evening. So it's still, like I said, there's still plenty to play for up and down the grids. You know, I know we've sorted the title out, but these guys, they're also racing for pride, and you know, I'm sure if they get a win under their belts, whoever takes the win, I'm sure they'll be happy with that as well, even though the season has been wrapped up.
Yeah, the season. Well, the season's wrapped up for a lot. For TF10 really, but I'm sure that won't matter for everyone else, will it? They'll want to be showing that they are the strongest for it all. As every driver is back into the pits, it's crazy to see how chaotic everything is. Everyone's trying to set lap times here. Let's go on board with Ollie Hornby going down into that second. It's the first chicane proper now, isn't it? Because the chicane from where the DRS activation zone 1 was the first chicane, but it's no longer there, is it? In the chat, let us know who you think is going to take pole position tonight, because that will be it's a good one. It's always nice to hear your thoughts. Ollie, yourself, who's the one to watch out for yourself for pole?
Ooh, good question. Because a couple of not new names this evening, but both the NRL drivers, they've switched it up. They're still got both the Nicos in there, who did well last week. Hopefully not get confused like I did last week at Jeddah. But for me, I'm going to go with BRT Justin. BRT seem to do great in qualifying. Whoever is in their car. So for me, it'll be him. But again, he's a little bit off the pace at the moment. Well, I say a little bit. It's only 2/10, which is nothing, and he's only done 1 lap. So yeah, for me, it'd be Justin for now. But like I said, like Gareth said, let us know in the chat who are you going for, Gareth. Well,
Harvey has gone for Supply Raptor for pole from the chat, but myself, you know what? It could be a whole host of drivers. I think Alex Loafer is possibly the one to watch out for my side. We haven't seen the best of him since that unfortunate race where they were quite high up and then it all went downhill. But both the TF10 drivers could do it. Justin as well. I mean, I saw him WR around here, and he was aggressive. He was good. He was strong, and like a controlled aggression, I think is the best way I can describe it. Definitely one to watch out for, and I think BRT looking for a little bit of pride and going to come home to finish second, hopefully for them.
Yeah, I think they were hurt after last week. After their unusual strategy just didn't pay off in the end, and you know, maybe if they had another 5 or 6 laps together, they could have taken the win. But that's not the way racing works. You can't just add laps on at the end. It's the check flag is a checker flag, and unfortunately didn't go their way. And like I said, I think they'll be hurting, so they'll be wanting to end on a high this week and try and get the win. But quite a few drivers ahead of them at the moment, with obviously Justin in 8th and Crowding in P10. Both on another lap here still. Supply Raptor on pole with a 21.5. But Alex Loafer not far behind. I think it was Austria, Gareth, where he got pole, if my memory serves me right. But I'm sure someone in the chat could correct me if I'm wrong. But Alex Loafer, again, quickest in the middle sector there. If the mini-map is to be believed, and we'll see if he can take pole off the off Supply Raptor here.
Let's see what... I think it's Slash. I'm going to call him Slash, MI Slash, but I'm just going to call him Slash as they come around the final corner into P15. There's someone that goes. Alex Loafer does it for the time being into that top spot with a 121. Look how close that is, actually. That is ridiculously close between Alex Loafer and Supply Raptor. Dirk is just there as... it's Ryan getting the two drivers mixed up. And... their 3rd and 4th, TF10, looking very, very strong through this. Crowding has invalidated. Kuhlman is possibly on a lap. They've just completed a lap, I believe. So who else could we go on board? Teammate of Kuhlman into the pits. the other NLR driver goes. So we will find a driver on a lap. It's hard to think that all these drivers that have been flying out on laps aren't actually on push laps, but apparently they aren't. Alex Lofer's obviously just done their lap time. So let's just see the Ferrari round the track as we wait for hopefully some more in the chat to say, well, their predictions for this one. For some, I suppose, it might seem like a bit of a dead rubber race, this one, mightn't it? Because the championship's done, no one can catch it. But positionally, there's still so much to play for. And, you know, you mentioned quite rightly that BRT might be a little bit sore after last week's strategy error. And I wanted to just bring that up again. We see it so often in the sim racing or the F1 Esports or whatever you want to call it, that going longer and then pitting or fresh tyres is the more beneficial strategy. But it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, and what I think what baffled me more than anything, Gareth, they both stuck with the same strategy, and you thought maybe one risks it while the other, you know, they try and hold out, and maybe that would have been a better option to, you know, at least one of them would have been up there, and could have potentially kept the fight alive into the final race. But yeah, it didn't work out that way, and you know they'll be kicking themselves after what happened. I think they were hoping for another safety car with how everything else went in the start of the race. So yeah, disappointing, I'm sure, for them, and I'm sure if they're competing next year, they'll come back stronger. You know, you can only if they. I think the important thing, if they learn from that mistake rather than disregard it, I think that will be what they can take away from it. And it's unfortunate, but sometimes it's the way it goes. And hopefully, like I said, they can perform well tonight and go out on a high. But unfortunately for them, there's another 18 drivers that also want to win the race, and they've also got a lot to play for as well in this one. So we'll see how it all pans out. We have 6.5 minutes to go. Still Alex Lofer on pole, and no one's able to take him off just yet. But we've got a flurry of cars out on circuits. Hopefully we'll see some flying laps shortly.
There was a little bit of a wiggle there from TF10 Dirk through that first chicane of turn 6 and 7. It really off puts me that turn 8 is actually a turn. It just seems like it shouldn't be.
I agree.
We can talk about that all day long, I think. But into turns number 12 and 13, and then invalidation comes up for Dirk, and Dirk is going to be quite angry. He's towards the top. It's a possible pole fight for him, and not ideal for them to invalidate. What about Justin? Where are you on track? Currently the lead BRT driver down in 9th place after I think that was Nassim throwing themselves into 7th place. But Justin up on their lap time by 0.17 of a second, which could, looking at it, throw him right into the mix for a top 5 place. And if they can find any time in this final sector as well, that could be a provisional pole shootout for them as well. 5 minutes left of the qualifying session to go. I'm not sure who's put on the votes right now, but let's see how Justin could go. It is P5 for the time being, which isn't too bad, but they want hope for better on their final lap.
Yeah, Justin made a bit of a mistake coming into the last corner, turned in too early almost and took the bollard out, and I think that upset the car a little bit, so that's cost him a couple of whether it was tenths, I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll see whether he should have enough time to go around one more time. Crowding coming down the 3rd straight. I like I said, it technically is a corner to it as well. It's you and your corner company, Gareth. There's Austria turn 2, or was it turn 3, and turn 8 at Abu Dhabi. But unfortunately, Crowding has also invalidated that one. Didn't see where he's done that, but he'll be kicking himself. But again, should just about have enough time to get round into the pits and put a new set of tyres on. But yeah, quite a few invalidations. I think they're pushing the limits here. You can see on circuit, and yeah, I think we might see a few penalties here. But Ryan, out of nowhere, takes pole with a 21.5 flat. Sorry. So great lap time from him. 300ths ahead of Alex Lofer. So it's all heating up. Alex is invalidated as well, but I don't know whether he's on his outlap potentially. But it's all heating up. He's getting very close to the top 3 now.
Corbin's just coming over the line, and there's a big slide at the end. They managed to get to P10 provisionally, but just moments ago, TF10 were side by side in third and fourth on that second row of the grid. Now one of them's first, and the other one is down into eighth. People are getting quicker. Nico Castronovo has gone into sixth place with Nassim, the other OVR driver, just ahead in fifth, and Sergioli is up into fourth. Supply Raptor still managing to hold on to third for the time being, as Alpha Kevin. Alpha Kevin might very well be on a lap time coming through a kind of hairpin of turn 5. But yeah, these corners, technically, I'm looking at the track map, and technically, just before turn 9, there's another corner. If you're calling turn 8 a corner, you've got to call the little dink. But no, I'm not going to get on that horse. To Alpha Kevin, down then through turn 8 now. God, we're talking about that corner again. And all the way into turn 9, surely Alpha Kevin is going to do a good job through here. He's slightly up on their lap time, just by 200th of a second. So they might forgo it, throw themselves into the pits quickly and get another set of tyres on. I'm not sure if it's going to be quick enough with 1 minute 20 on the track times for this one currently. 1 minute 21, I should say. You'd probably need about 2 minutes to get out from coming out of the pits. But here's the Alpha Kevin across the line into P6, just quicker than what he'd set before. Kuhlmann has retired from the session, but now we're going to have all the drivers available to set lap times. Yeah,
good. I'm sure Kevin will be happy with that. But, you know, there was still time to find, I think, on that lap. But, again, I think that is him over and done with, unless he's going to do... No, he's pulled out of this lap. I think that's it for him, just on board with Alex Lofer getting ready to build and challenge Ryan. Ryan's actually retired as well, guys. So Ryan doesn't think he can go any quicker than his 21.5. See whether anyone can top that. We've got 2 drivers in the 0.5 as well, in Alex and Supply Raptor. No one else managing to get in there, but there's quite a few drivers on. Well, almost everyone is on an out lap at the moment. So see who can challenge him here. Again, 1 minute left of the session. Who's going to take pole? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it seems at the moment, the chat, it's another team. It looks like the poll was voted for another team, though. It's an interesting one. Out of the choices made, BRT was 30%, TF10 was 20%, ET8 was 20%, while another team was 30%. So most people, I think, really backing BRT for pole, but at the moment, it's TF10 there. But Supply Raptor coming into turn 9 now, and looking relatively quick right now. It's got enough. If they continue this lap with the pace they've got, 500th of a second quicker, that will claim provisional pole.
Yeah, and he only needs, what's that, 300 to take it off, no, 400, sorry, to take off Ryan here. So he comes around the final corner. Can he take pole? Oh, he's invalidated right coming on the final corner. Oh dear, and that would have been quick enough for pole as well. That was into the 21.4s. Oh dear, he's gone wide at the final corner and invalidated that lap, and he'll start the best of P3, but checker flag is out, and I think it's Slash next over the line.
Yeah, we have got Justin as well, and if they haven't made the same mistake as they did last time and across the line, Justin doesn't go quicker. He's made a mistake earlier in that as well. That is nuts. ETA Epic Vale managed to get into 11th place. Who else is possible for this battle for pole? I suppose we really should go on board with Alex Lofer, who's 3 seconds down on their lap. Alex Lofer's made a mistake. Sergioli, over to you. Sergioli, even over to you. Can you disrupt this pole battle? And there's a mistake across there for Sergioli as well. Everyone is struggling on this last bit. Nazim has invalidated Nico Castronovo. Can Nico take pole position away from Ryan? I don't think they can. It's P8. They are slightly quicker. But my goodness me, what was seemingly a grandstand finish for this qualifying has kind of, I want to say, whimpered out a little bit.
Well, yeah, but I think what we've missed out is more Minotaur taking second out of nowhere. Didn't see that happening with everything else happening, but he's come out of nowhere and taken second place, and only 1,000, splitting second and third.
What a position there for more Minotaur. I don't think any of us saw that coming. I wanted to bring up the name at one point, but I was like, you know what? I'll do it I won't say his name in qualifying. He's probably going to be further down. Fair play. Done a really good job, has more Minotaur, to get onto the first row of the grid just in second place there. Let's see if they give us the order. They have done. The game hasn't crashed on me this time. So it's Ryan from More Minotaur on the front row of the grid. And then you've got Alex Lofer, Supply Raptor, Sergioli, OVR Nazim, Alpha Kevin in 7th, 8th to Nico Castronovo, 9th to Justin, 10th to Dirk. And then outside of the top 10, you've got Lucas, Epic Vale, Coolman, Nico for the FRT variety, Mispala, Crowding, Sieb, Lars, Slash, and Ollie Hornby at the bottom there. Wow. I don't think we were expecting that one too much, were we?
No, no, we weren't at all. Yeah, I think it was almost a bit of a drab at the end, Gareth. We were expecting the big flurry, and it wasn't really. Only really it was more Minotaur who was really thrown it, a cat amongst the pigeons. And I don't think, just looking at trying to find his name in the standings, I don't think he's raced this season for FGE. I'm right in thinking, unless I've missed something.
I don't think so either, unless there's a name change.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. Well, keep an eye on that. But yeah, grateful for him, and grateful obviously FGE with obviously coming in late on. I think it may be too little, too late. I don't think they're going to close 52 points to FRT in 9th, unless Ollie Hornby can have an absolute blistering race from further back. But I don't, unfortunately, I don't see that happening on this occasion. But yeah, we'll wait and see as the drivers just crash as they do on this restart. But yeah, we'll get racing and we'll see how it all pans out shortly.
We certainly will do. Let's have a look at the standings then. Just, I say one last time. It is one last time for the season. What a way for this one. TF10 champions, definitely. However, the fight for P2 is between ET8, BRT and NLR. NLR, I've got that outside chance. They're a little bit further away, 40 points behind ET8, while BRT are only 6 points behind ET8. That is the big talking point, I think, for today, is just how close BRT and ET8 are. And BRT are desperate for that second place, I know that much.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And for a long time, they were near the top. But just looking at, I think crucially what's cost them is, comparing BRT and the TF10, you can see the amount of wins they've had. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 5 wins of the season, while BRT only got the 2 wins. I know, putting it simply, but that's a lot of points, and they just haven't been able to keep that consistency. There are a number of occasions where BRT were holding the lead, and they had mistakes or things didn't go their way, and it's cost them. I don't want it to make there's a BRT bashing session, Gareth. But yeah, it's just the way it's gone. But again, they can still take second off ET8 here, and that's what's will be important for them.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just trying to try and get into to the lobby again, because I have dropped out of the lobby. So if you could just send me an invite, Ollie, that would be much appreciated, my friend. But yeah, that's not the only points issue through all this. I say points discussion, because the battle for P5 is in there as well. OVR and AMR fighting away for that one, with IRT just outside that as well. You're going to have to do it to my PC account.
Gareth, you're asking too much of me. I'll get this away now.
Fantastic. Yes. So, the points between OVR and AMR, as you can see on the screen, is only 23 points. So that's still an interesting one to discuss through that. And then, obviously, IRT a little bit further back from that, but if they have an absolute incredible race, they'll be able to at least be in a chance for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, guys. How do I invite you on here?
I will be under your EA friends.
Yeah, I only this is riveting commentary for the guys watching. I only have compare super license, remove EA friend, report or block EA account. It doesn't
Right.
give me any other options.
That works well. I tell you what, we're going to have a quick word from our sponsors. Go to an intermission stream, and then we'll be back very, very shortly. Welcome back, everybody, and we're here for the finale of this one. And yeah, we're around Abu Dhabi, and we're just seeing on the screens again the standings. Obviously, TF10 have won this one, but ET8 and BRT 6 points separating them. I'm going to ask you now, who's going to take that second place?
Oh, bold. I didn't see. I know Sergioli was quite high up in the quali. I didn't see where Epic Vale finished, Gareth. So, let me get back to you on that one. And once we get into the lobby, and I can see where they're starting. But I think I will tell you. I'm going to go ET8 for second. I think BRT won't do it tonight. I think they'll stay in third, and could even NLR could jump them. I really don't know, but I have a feeling ET8 will hold second off the BRT drivers. But for the overall win, I'm not sure who take that either. It's all to play for.
It certainly is. And let's just quickly run down the order for qualifying. It was TF10 Ryan on pole position with more Minotaur in second. On the second row of the grid, you've got Alex Lofer and Supply Raptor. Fifth is Sergioli and Oviar Nazim in sixth. 7th to Alpha Kevin, and 8th to the other OVR driver of Nico Castronovo. Justin and Dirk rounding out the top 10 with Evie Lucas and Epic Vale on the 6th row of the grid. Then you've got NLR Coolman, FRT Nico, the other NLR driver was Miss Pala, BRT Crowding, IRT Sieb, AMR Lars, Slash, and Ollie Hornby rounding out the finishers in this one. Race is nearly upon us. So who's going to win the race then? Let us know in the chat who you think is going to take the victory, which team and driver. Ollie, over to you as well on that one.
It's very difficult not to pick either Ollie Hornby for namesake or Nazim because he's Welsh. But I need to think with my head, not my heart, Gareth, this evening for my prediction. And I am wrong 99% of the time, like I was last week, and the week before, and the week before then. But tonight, Gareth, I am going to go for Alex Lofer from 3rd place. He's had a torrid season, some fantastic racing, and then some things just not gone his way. But I think tonight will be his night. So Alex Lofer for me, Gareth.
Fair enough. I'm going to go with a TF10 victory. It's very boring, but I think Ryan is going to be able to. He's looked quick. As much as I wanted to say more Minotaur, who's starting on the front row alongside him, I don't know why. I just don't think it's going to work out for them in the end. And I think Ryan is, I don't know, maybe that little bit more of a overall standings with it throughout the season. But it'll be great to see. I'm really looking forward to the race as a whole tonight. But yeah, I haven't seen anything in the chat saying who's... I mean, Metric is saying P20 to P1 for Ollie Hornby. I mean, yeah, what we can wish, or you can wish for that one, Ollie. Definitely. Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see. Definitely. I don't know. Going back, I know I've asked you the question of who's going to take that 2nd place in the standings. If BRT can keep themselves clear of trouble, I think they'll get it. But if they start getting into, like, I don't know, safety car bits and the strategy doesn't work like last week, then I feel it will go ET8's way. But Epic Vale down in the second 10 drivers through qualifying, it probably wouldn't have done their confidence that much good because they're a quick driver. It's just not worked their way this time.
Yeah, but then you could argue Crowding's only 16th as well. So going off where they are now, it's in ET8's hands, really. We've seen, and we'll get racing. We'll talk about that after.
We certainly will. Hopefully, we're going to get the race come up. We have. There we go. Away we go. It looks really good at the moment for Alex Lofer as we head on through into turn number 1. And somehow, I think Alex Lofer is going to be able to hold the position. Here we go. Oh, no, there's contingent. Big incident. Supply Raptor takes that 2nd place away. Alex Lofer and More Minotaur having an issue.
Huge contact there. More Minotaur down to 10th, 11th. Wait, my table keeps jumping. He's back again. But Alex Lofer's got a 10-second penalty for corner cutting, gaining a place. Didn't see what happened there, but More Minotaur down to 10th. Alex Lofer 6th now, but with that penalty, it's all kicked off on his very first lap and all very frantic as usual on the start of these races. But Ryan's still holding the lead and already almost a second over Supply Raptor with the incident between Alex and More Minotaur.
Dirk has had an absolute wonderful start up into P4 already, and TF10, both drivers having an absolute stunning start. Supply Raptor on a set of hards. That's going to be an interesting one to see how that one will pan out, because they will definitely go longer into this Grand Prix than anyone else. Looking a bit further down, poor More Minotaur in 10th place, dropping Justin down to 16th place. BRT having an absolute hard start to this Grand Prix in their race that they both need. Both their drivers need an absolute win of a race. They're struggling at the moment, let's say.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, not ideal. And Alpha Kevin has retired in the pit lane. Didn't see what happened. Whether I assume he's got damage. And yeah, unfortunately, that's his race over and done with. And again, we keep saying points down to 15th. There's absolutely every chance you've got in. and got some more points, but he's decided to end the race early. Whoever was spotting Ollie Hornby in the chat, up 8 places, so he's had a great start. I think quite a few drivers, great starts, and we don't normally see it because it's so competitive in this league. Because of the incident at the start, you've got both Ollie and Slash up 8 places, Lars is up 9 places, and Dirk said up 6 places, so a lot of drivers have done well on the start, and obviously quite a few places, people doing badly as well because of all that. But who was that? Nico Casanova looking quite racy behind the back of Dirk there, but not close enough at the moment. Nico Casanova actually quite in the middle sector as well, if the mini-map is to be believed, but looking very close coming through this last sector before they get underneath the hotel. But yeah, looking racy. Not too much movement after the first lap yet, but I'm sure we'll see that progress as we get through this race.
Yeah, we'll have to, well, wait and see. There's definitely the different strategies on offer for us tonight as well. And the hard runners will be, the longer it goes in, especially Supply Raptor right now, the longer they go into this race, the more comfortable they're going to start feeling, which will be, well, quite interesting for it all. I'm staying on board with Dirk at the moment because there is a gaggle of cars queuing up to try and find a way through. Supply Raptor caught back up with Ryan because that was over a second after the first lap melee. It's now back to half a second. Supply Raptor must have burnt a little bit of battery to get themselves into that position, but fair play to them. They've now got DRS, and they're going to be a little bit of a rolling block for everyone else. But here comes Nico Castronovo around the outside of Dirk. I think Dirk has possibly just clipped the other RB in front of him, but this is going to be a drag race to turn 9.
It is as well, and look out for Alex Lofa in the background as well, trying to get involved with this. But it's Nico Castronovo the outside of the Aston Martin here, not close enough there, but can he still get through? No, he can't. It's almost like Nazim blocked him off there, but Alex Lofa trying to get through in the background as well. Anyone drive up the inside through here? No, they don't stay single file. But yeah, like you said, I think he got a bit slowed down by Nazim going through the chicane because of the tap from Dirk, and no movement on this occasion. Everyone's so very close together on lap 3 of 29 here. And almost bumper to bumper coming through some of these corners. Yeah, and
Alex Lofa sandwiched in between the RB and the Alpine. It is absolutely tough in there at the moment, but Justin back up to 13th. I think they dropped 6th. I think Justin went to 16th, Crowding went to 14th, and then all of a sudden it's all swapped over. I have no idea what is going on, to be perfectly honest, between the BRT drivers, but one of them's in the points, only just, and the other is out of the points, and again, only just as well. Nico Castronovo again having a look at the back end of that Aston Martin. Sooner or later, I think they're going to get sick of it. Will they do anything into turn 6? I don't think they will. I think they'll just hang back for the time being. Alex Lofa just sticking his nose in there, but I don't think this through at the moment.
No, I think there's a bit of a DS train here, and no one can really get past Dirk at the front of this queue. Again, not doing anything wrong, but he's gone a little bit wide through there. Can Nico pop it around the outside to the next one? No, not close enough on this occasion. But Ryan's not running away with it, and Supply Raptor doing really well on those hard tyres to stay involved with this fight for the lead with everyone else in the medium. Sergioli also in the queue as well on hard compound tyres. Then you're going to go all the way down to, well, I say all the way down, more Minotaur in 10th place as well. A bit of contact there between Sergioli and Alex Lofa into the back of the Ferrari, but no damage for the ET8 driver. But again, all very close at the moment. It's just one person to make a mistake, Gareth, and then everything changes in this order at the front.
It certainly does, as we keep on board with the battle, really. Just a little bit off the top drivers, because I really don't think Supply Raptor is going to go for the lead of this one. But actually, saying that, 0.2 of a second, let's have a look at this. Does Supply Raptor go for the move as we head on down into the chicane of turn 6 and 7? No, backs out. I thought that would be the case. I think that's the best thing Supply Raptor can do right now, is holding just back behind Ryan, as long as they don't lose a position, just holding back and just being dragged along, because they're currently on the slower compounder tyres, but that will go to be the quickest later on.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but he's stuck in a dirty area, isn't he, behind Yes, man, that's not going to be great for his tyres. I appreciate his tyres will go a lot longer than the other cars in and around him, but yeah, I think he could have had it under braking coming into turn 6 there, but obviously decided not to. But we'll see how he progresses through here. Again, dropped a little bit off the back of the Aston here, but yeah, like I said, he might just want to sit there and just wait for Ryan tyres to go off, and he'll go on through. His teammate Nico's down 14, so a little bit no help for him, unfortunately. But again, look how close he's getting coming through this first couple of corners, and he's almost on the back of the Aston coming through into turn 5.
Battle for P4 is hotting up as well. Just look at Alex and Sergioli, and well, sorry, that's the battle for P6. Sergioli and Alex fighting away. Nico Castronovo is still tucked to the back of the other Aston Martin of Dirk. Does he move to the inside? It does look like he's trying to. There's side-by-side action with Sergioli as well. Sergioli trying to get involved, well, has got involved and got past Alex Lofor. He thinks he can take the position and now take that fight to Nico and Dirk ahead to the lead of this Grand Prix. Again, Supply Raptor just sits behind and is happy to take that second place for the time being.
Yeah, he is happy there. Crowding gets past Slash in the background as Ollie Hornby, unfortunately, down to the 19th. So the Ollie Hornby club is going to be a bit disappointed after his great start in this race. But yeah, so Sergioli gets past Alex Lofer coming into turn 6 as well. He almost got Nico Castronovo as well coming into that corner under braking, but couldn't get through. But another driver on the hard compound tyre, like our P2 man in Supply Raptor. There's quite a few. Looking at the grid, there's obviously more hard runners in the mediums. So but they're not getting away, are they, Gareth? These medium runners, the hard runners are able to stay with them, and it's all one big train really. If you look at the mini map on screen, so everyone's still very close together, even after 7 laps here.
Yeah, I think Ryan probably would have liked to have had that second gap and pulled away from them early on, and a part of me thinks that maybe Ryan has decided to get back into the train, and he's now lost the position for the first time, and a little bit possible there for Nassim trying to have a look. The OVR driver, both drivers having an absolute storming of a race right now. It's OVR versus TF10 really, with the Williams driver of Supply Raptor in there for fun as well. There is a little bit of a break in the chain there. 1 second between EVE, Lucas and Sergioli there. What's happened? Because there must have been an incident for that to happen. Alex Lofer's losing a position there. Up the inside goes Sergioli, and that is that 2 positions gained.
That was brave, but he just couldn't make it through there. I think that was very brave of Sergioli to try and come through at turn 16. Didn't make it stick, but yeah, Alex Lofer's down to 8 now. Lucas has got past him, and then More Minotaur was also fighting away, and he's fighting away with. Justin is fighting away with him. The Red Bull is all over the place here. I don't know whether he's got damage to that front wing. I have to see on a different camera angle, but no, he's okay. But he's trying to pull his way back up the grid, as is obviously Alex. But it's all kicking off around the 10th place region. Again, side-by-side action between Sergioli and Nico once again.
Yeah, it's Sergioli is definitely trying to get involved there. Alex Lofer and EV Lucas battling away. Justin has finally got past More Minotaur and was going board with Sergioli, who's fighting just ahead. Dirk and Nassim are fighting away. They've slowed down because of that fight. A little bit of rubbings racing, and that's probably allowed Nico Castronovo to have a little bit of a look maybe at Sergioli. At the I say that at the end, this comes to nothing. Supply Raptor has been overtaken by Ryan again, and Dirk will now have to look at a way of getting past Supply Raptor. Up the inside to Alex Lofer on Nico Castronovo in the background there, and that is possibly problematic. So a lot of drivers making last-ditch efforts right now.
I think it was more he outbroke himself, Gavin, and had nowhere to go. Otherwise, he would have lost his front wing and tied up the inside of Nico Castronovo. Again, some drivers they're sleeping there and they're not realizing you can make a move through there, but it's difficult because then it's slightly off camber, and then you have to go on the outs for the next corner. But doesn't make it stick this round. But Nico Casanova makes a mistake through then. This could be a great chance for Alex Loafer coming down the straight here to get past and finish 6th place.
I think I might have been dreaming, but it did look like there was a car that just careered into the wall at the exit of turn 1, but there's no yellow flag or anything. I'm not sure what's happened. Supply Raptor retakes the lead of this Grand Prix. It's all fine and dandy as they come into turn 6, as Dirk and Ryan now, well, side by side again. Let's see how they will handle the pressure as they come on down into turn 9. Will they try both to dispatch Supply Raptor? Here comes Ryan around the outside. Where's Dirk in all this? Dirk stays behind again. So it's just swapping of positions there. The NLR driver of Miss Parla getting past Alex Loafer in the background there as well, and trying to have a look at Nico Castronova. Oh, it's very, very tight into turn 12, but Nico holds off for now.
Yeah, he gets bullied off the circuit there, Miss Parla, and Nico Casanova holds P6 for now. But Alex is dropping down a little bit here, struggling on those mediums, and yeah, he's now, and that's already a pit stop for Ryan. He's coming early, and we'll see where he pops up. And also Lucas and Lars also in the pits as well in all this. So we'll see where Ryan will have an open track, set of hard, so they'll keep him to the end of the Grand Prix now. And there's that trigger a load of driving into the pits now, but Supply Raptor now leads the way in 6/10 over Dirk here. So Supply Raptor's got a little bit of space for himself, which he'll be happy with.
Yeah, that's good for Supply Raptor. Let's have a look at Dirk, because there was a little wiggle there for Dirk as he exited turn at number 5, but he's managed to hold on and catch straight back up to Supply Raptor. I think probably Dirk is going to go into the pit this time. What's happened, Ollie?
Justin has been spun around, Gareth, and he was going backwards, and his teammate's been hit as well by, may have been the IRT driver, or maybe Epic Vale, didn't see who it was, but both Justin and Crowning have been turned around at 6 and 7, and now it's just going from bad to worse for the BRT team. Not ideal whatsoever, and I think there might be a few drivers in the stewards box after this, Gareth.
Yeah, that is unfortunate and frustrating for BRT, and I did mention BRT will get into second place as long as they didn't have incidents, but they've got involved in incidents, and they're probably going to need a safety car to help them in that fight for second place now. There's a little bit of a lead for Supply Raptor and Sergioli there, as we will go down to 16th. Sorry, I mean 17th, to see where Ryan goes in comparison to his teammate. Ryan is well ahead of his teammate, isn't he? That is a large gap for an undercut for the TF10 driver on his own teammate.
Yeah, 1.6 splitting 15th to 16th there, so that's worked in his favour. Just I don't think we saw Sergioli now in the lead of this Grand Prix as well, taking off Supply Raptor, both on the hard compound tyres. So it's Nico Casanova and Alex Loafer, the only two drivers still on the mediums here, fighting away as they come down towards turn 9 here. Overspeed by Alex Loafer, both get past the Mercedes of Miss Parla there, coming through turn 9. And yeah, we'll see whether they come in the pits now, whether it's triggered them to come in. But they're still looking pretty racy on circuit. But you know, we'll have to wait and see. That yeah, they have lost a lot of time to the front two, so there could be time for pits for both these drivers.
One's definitely in. Alex Loafer's deciding to stay out, going a little bit longer, which could work in their benefits, or it might not. Let's go back a little bit. Justin has Justin managed to get back through the field very, very well. If they have Justin's back up to. He's ahead of his teammate. I thought he was behind. So Justin's flying really in that BRT in the Kick Sauber right now.
Yeah, I think obviously a lot of pit stops have helped that, but he, not ideal where he is, and he's got a big fight on his hands with the IRT driver just ahead of him. More movement up at the front. Epic Vale getting past Coolman. They're coming into turn into 6. More contact. Oh, there's another. More Minotaurs around again. He's had contact with, I think it may have been RT Sleb, in 10th place, and that's not helped his chances either.
Yeah, Miss Parler went really drifty at turn 7 as well. I thought that might have been a big moment, but they managed to hold on for the time being. Alex Loafer still hasn't pitted, but it's 3.3 seconds now behind the leaders. It is ever going up, and with them fighting away, the second train is catching them up. Still no pits for Alex Loafer. Alex Loafer is holding on for dear life to those tyres at the moment, but he's going to be really racy at the end of the race. It's going to be about 5 seconds by the end of this lap if Alex Loafer still fights away with Miss Parler.
Yeah, but he's losing so much time to Supply Raptor, as Miss Parler's going to get in before they even get to the DRS zone here. Flies around the outside of Alex Loafer, and he's really struggling now, and it could be the other Mercedes or Coolman not far away at all. Well, 6 cents, I don't think he'll get him on this occasion. Maybe down to turn 9. It could be another move of him. Sergioli loses the lead to Supply Raptor coming into 6th there as well. There was all plenty of overtaking still happening. That's, again, Miss Parler drifting through 6 and 7. That could allow Alex back through here. Don't know whether he got the grip on the tyres, but Sergioli gets back past Supply Raptor. They're dueling away at the front. Alex Loafer gets past Miss Parler around the outside through 9. Surely not on all tyres. I don't think he's got the grip, and no, he doesn't. And Mercedes flies back through, and Alex Loafer really struggling at this point in the race. Does he dive up the inside? No, he doesn't. But surely he needs a pit now, Gareth.
Yeah, you would think they would, and this could allow Miss Parler to pull away a little bit at this point. Does the Ferrari driver head in? No, Alex still stays out. He's trying to stick onto that as quickly as possible. We're looking at the gap to the leaders to TF10. Well, pretty much the leaders to TF10 right now, and it's 15.7 seconds. Sergioli and Supply Raptor have, but they've got 5 seconds. I said it would be 5 seconds if Alex Loafer was still fighting away, and it is 5 seconds. Alex Loafer is now 6 seconds behind her. Miss Parler's fighting away. Alex is definitely being a cork in the bottle here, holding up a few drivers.
Yeah, Epic Vale and Coolman both trying to get by. A bit of contact between both drivers there, but it's Coolman through. Can Epic Vale follow through? Can he also get Mercedes here? Watch out for Slash in the background as well, trying to fly on through. He's up the inside of the Alpine here. A little bit of contact there. No, a bit of lag. Oh, he got spun round then. But no, Slash back down to the 7 there behind Alex Loafer. In the background, Justin and Nico fighting away there side by side through 9. More contact as well. Ooh. And that is Nico off into the enormous tarmac section at the exit of the entry at 9, but that is Nico down to 13.
Yeah, absolutely frustrating for Nico. BRT, Justin and Slash fighting away. Justin's gone off the track there, trying to hold on to it, sticking to the back end of the IRT drivers. He is in an IRT sandwich. There's crowding with more Minotaur just behind, and I think Justin is going into the pits. He is indeed. Surely, hopefully not. That is not an invalid a retirement for the BRT driver, but into the pits. Let's have a look, see if there's a front wing change. I don't think there's anything else happening at the moment that we desperately need to go on board with, but he has been dispatched by those guys into the pits. No front wing change, onto the mediums. Justin's going to be as quick as they can, but it might be too little too late for that BRT drivers. Let's have a look at the leaders. Sergioli and Supply Raptor still fighting away. Yellow flag for something. I'm not 100% sure what for, but the leaders do change.
They do, yeah. So Sergioli and Supply Raptor both switching places left and right. They're trying to help each other out and trying to gain some time and help each other out, really, because they've got quite a large lead over Miss Parler in 3rd place, and there goes Sergioli back through again. 5 seconds between 2nd and 3rd at the moment. All the battling is happening behind, with both the NRL drivers in 3rd and 4th place here, dueling away and trying to claw back time on the top 2. 5.4 splitting them at the moment, so keep an eye on these gaps. And with Justin in on the previous lap gap, we should see some more drivers start to come in for a set of mediums potentially. Still a lot of laps to do on those medium tyres though, so Justin coming in early and hoping to go to the end on those mediums. But again, might be a push. But Alex Loafer still flying around on the tyres. Is he going for soft tyres, maybe, Gareth, to finish off the race? Or safety car, maybe?
Not 100% sure what Alex Loeffler is planning on this one. It's maybe a hope for a safety car. It's an interesting one anyway for the AMR driver as they continue to battle away. Dirk and Ryan are still battling. They've got BRT crowding just ahead of them. I wonder if BRT will try and hold up a little bit, but let's have a look at the leaders. They have just swapped over, so we will actually go back to the two IRT drivers who are swapping away, trying to catch back up with Alex Loeffler. But Alex Loeffler is keeping up with those medium runners there. And very, very let there for Sieb. With Slash into the corner again, turn 6, sorry. It looked like the back end was going to step out, but they managed to keep it on for the time being, and it's all good for them right now. As Crowding and Dirk have managed to... the TF10 drivers have managed to get through Crowding, basically, as the OVR drivers swapping positions as well. Let's go to Justin, is 6 seconds behind Lars. So Justin is quicker, but I don't know how much longer that will last.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys that haven't pitted yet as well. Nico, Crowding, and then all the top guys have yet to pit. So Justin may be able to catch up a little bit, but Dirk and Ryan have really pushed now as Slash pulls into the pits. And he also has 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which is not ideal for the IRT driver. But yeah, they should come up near the front now. So it's interesting to see once the top guys pit who on the hard tyres where they'll pop out. I think they will likely be behind the Aston Martins here. So keep an eye on that. More fighting away, and Alex Loeffler getting past Miss Parler. Miss Parler's really dropped off. She was, he or she. More yellow flags. I think Ollie Hornby retired there in 19th, unfortunately. That's his season over and done with, which is why we've got a yellow flag there. But yeah, the NRL driver down to 5th now, Gath, who was fighting away in 3rd and 4th with Coolman. So not sure what's happened with the NRL team there.
I think there was a snap of oversteer or understeer at turn 5 because they were hugging the inside of the exit of that going down. So there must have been a mistake there, and just getting themselves back up to speed. There is a battle here for P11 between the two Nicos. Castronovo's trying to go around the outside. It's been tagged. That's FRT Nico. This is real big under the hotel there. FRT Nico is holding Nico Castronovo up, and the team's now got past their teammate. EVE Lucas, there's a flurry of cars in the pit lane. Lucas is trying to get through Nico Castronovo. There's AMR Lars trying to get involved as well with the McLaren driver as they head into turn 1. But it is position secure for now for EVE Lucas, even though they were trying to make a move on Nico Castronovo for what is now P8. More Minotaur, the fastest driver on the track right now. So plenty of action still happening.
Yeah, I've had Nico just holding up these guys here, which wasn't ideal, and Nazim obviously getting past his teammate as well. They've got quite a big gap here, 6.13 seconds between the OVR team and the TF10 team up ahead, so they'll be needing to work together to try and get through, and they've just swapped places there, it looks like, just try and help each other out. Lucas and Lars waiting in the wings for any mistakes from these two as Epic Vale now hold the lead. I say that they're Coleman on the inside here through 9, but can't hold it there, and Epic Vale still holding the lead, but these guys should be in the pits shortly. So Sergio Lee and Supply Raptor are now in 11th and 12th. So they've still got a little bit of work out to try and catch up with Dirk and Ryan, who they're racing with early. And, you know, are those tyres, is there enough of a difference in those tyres to really make the difference as both come into the pits, the top two? Coleman gets a penalty for going over the line as well, and he's hit the back of Epic Vale, and he's caused Epic Vale to get a bit of an overspeed, and now he's got a penalty as well, Gareth. Oh, it's a nightmare for the front two.
Absolute nightmare, and well, Epic Vale should be able to go to the stewards and get that removed, but
Yes.
that is absolutely nuts for it. Let's have a look at the battle for P4 now then, as Alex Loeffler is still out on track on those mediums. He has taken those mediums as far as literally as possible. Sergioli attacking Lars and has the position already done and dusted. Ryan and Dirk swapping positions, but this is where the action's going to be. The battle for P4. Nico and Nazim working together for the time being, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop Sergioli, who's having a little go up the inside of EVE Lucas, and it wasn't happening in the end. And Supply Raptor, I think the ghosting is definitely hit on, and this is tough for these drivers right now.
Yeah, and almost 3 abreast coming into turn 9. There's Supply Raptor now takes back a place from Sergioli, and he'll be happy with that. But he got dueling away for a long old time, and they're now catching up with the guys. Oh, up the inside goes Supply Raptor on Nazim here. Have the outside for the next part of the corner. Can he hang it around the outside? Surely he can't do that. Then have the inside for the next part of the racetrack, and he does, and he flies into 5th place. Great racing from these guys, and Supply Raptor takes P5, and we don't normally see drivers able to hold it around the outside of 13 or 14, but Supply Raptor does it. He's up into P5 now. Nazim not far away, but look at Sergioli almost pushing Nazim through 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down to 5 they go. He'll wait. Well, no, he won't wait out. He'll be late on the brakes and fly up the inside of Nazim.
Yeah, he can't let Supply Raptor go away, which is exactly what he's not letting happen. Also, don't drop your mouse because it will click buttons and it won't be good for the stream. Up the inside, surely Sergioli has he has a little nudge to the back of Supply Raptor. We've seen that a few times happening. Alex Lofer is 2 seconds behind the leaders now, who again yet to pit. Here's a little battle for P4. Supply Raptor gets past Nico Castronovo, as so does Sergioli. Justin and Mispala fighting away for the battle for P10, but we'll stay on board for the battle for P4 because this one's spicing up. But if Supply Raptor and Sergioli can get away from Nico Castronovo properly, then I think they've got a great chance for the win here.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got 9 laps to catch. What's that? Check, can't I? 6 seconds. Very doable, especially on these medium tyres. So keep an eye on these two. Alex still going around on those mediums. Got to be in the pit shortly, Gareth, with how long he's been on those mediums. But Coleman, fast lap of the race, down in... God, where's Coleman? Down in 12th. But it's still TF10 Ryan and TF10 Dirk holding the lead here. Whether they hold it at the end of this Grand Prix, we'll have to wait and see. Alex in no man's land in 3rd, and then you got a gaggle of cars fighting away, and Sergioli flies on through once again on those medium tyres. And like I said, I think it could be between both these drivers for the win if they can catch up with the top 2 guys.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Alex Lofer's just ahead, and it could be through the tight, twisty part of the section. Sergioli and Supply Raptor catch up and then be slowed down because of the slow-moving Ferrari on those, well, pretty worn mediums. Have they timed it, I don't want to say to perfection, but to near perfection? They're going to be slowed down through this. The Sergioli risk making an overtake somewhere through this part. He's trying to go around the outside into the second to last corner and has made the move stick. Now over to you, Supply Raptor. Can you do anything about it? He's trying his best, and has the move done? They have done indeed. And Alex Lofer is there. Nico Castronovo and Nazim must be fed up with that Ferrari. They've pitted, and all of a sudden they're stuck behind him again.
Yeah, very true, but hopefully on this occasion they should fly on through, as does Nico Castronovo around the outside and have the inside for the next corner. Alex not going to contest it, I don't think. But now he's got Nazim on his gearbox as well, and actually his teammate isn't far away in Lars in P9 as well. Also, Dirk has got a 3-second time penalty, Gareth, and all this as well, so not ideal, and that could be enough of a gap to really not obviously help him out later on when he crosses the line. As Nazim pushing the Ferrari through 7, and look at the gap already between the Ferrari and Nico Castronovo up ahead. He tries to go around the outside, but there comes through the McLaren of Lucas. I don't think Nazim was expecting him to be there, and now he flies on through. Lars gets through as well, as you can imagine, as a teammate. But Alex, he's got to come in now, Gareth. He's dropping like a stone.
He has done a job for his teammate AMR Lars, though. That has held up the drivers and kept Lars in with a shout of some more points. So I'm surprised those tyres haven't popped, though. Let's see if no. Alex Lofer staying out. If there's a safety car now, I don't know. He will be in a great chance. He can throw in a set of softs, but I just don't think it's worth it at this point. But to P3, 3.7 seconds between Sergioli and the TF10 cars. There's a yellow flag, and that's Alex Lofer. I wish I never went off board with him now, because that's got to be a puncture.
Yeah, rear right Gareth puncture, and yeah, one too many laps for Mr. Lofer, and he is out of it. Well, not out of it, but incredibly slowly for him now, and yeah, down to 18th, and that's his season over and done with. Hopefully he can get back to the pits and doesn't crash. Oh dear, big spins at turn 5, but yeah, not ideal for Alex, and yeah, pushed it a little bit too far there.
Sergioli and Supply Raptor swapping positions, helping each other out. 3.3 seconds between them and the leaders. It's only getting better and better for those two, but time is running out. Those mediums aren't going to work forever, and you just saw in that shot there as we go underneath the hotel section of the little part there over the track, you could see the TF10 cars just in the distance. 2.9 seconds. The gap is closing between the two of them. It's either Sergioli or Supply Raptor for the victory of this one. Got to be at this point, surely.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that gap is coming down too quickly for the top two to defend. With 5.5 laps remaining, yellow flag again. I think that's Alex, unfortunately, going round. Yeah, I think it's Ryan and Dirk. They're trying their best to help each other out by overtaking each other, but I don't think it's enough for them to hold the lead. I think, like I said, it's either Sergioli or Supply Raptor to win this now.
Swapping of positions again. Let's have a look at Nico Castronovo and EVE Lucas, who've, well, Nazim has been passed by Lars. So the AMR driver up into 7th place now. That's some good points. Dirk and Ryan swapping places again, and it's a stop on track there for Alex Lofer. He's really struggling to get that car pointed and moving in the right direction and keep going because of that puncture. Surely into the pits right now for them. Nico Castronovo is 3 seconds behind the medium runners. Supply Raptor they've not caught that much. It's back up. It was 2.9 at the end of the lap, previous lap. It's now 2.6.
Yeah, well, of course, those tyres will be going off and off all laps they do. So we'll see if those soft tyres do maintain their speed. 2.5. I don't know, mate. Is it enough? I mean, they're close. You can see them in the distance, but I don't. You'd think they could close it in enough time, but we'll have to wait and see. They're gonna have to work together if they want to. Challenge the top two here. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But I think Nico Castronovo might be a little bit too far away now. Again, in a bit of no man's land in 5th place. Lucas not close enough, but Lars is, and he goes up the inside of the McLaren, and he will take P6 now off him. Nazim not far away either, so still plenty of fight in these drivers. Hopefully all the way to the end.
It's been very, very strong with these 4 drivers. Pretty clean as well from what we've seen. And as they go into turn 9, Lars is going to still have that position. EVE Lucas tries to continue battling with Nazim. Nazim has to go wide at the exit of turn 9. They're still side by side, and he's got the position in front. And I'm not sure whether EVE Lucas will be too happy with that. And he does let the driver through. That is fair play from Nazim there to allow Lucas straight back through for that. A lovely camera angle. I do love the helicopter cam when it works well. Up to the battle for P13, because Epic Vale has just got past more Minotaur, and crowding is into the points as well. But I suppose we do need to have a quick look at the leaders.
Yeah, 4 laps remaining. Down to 2.3 now. It was not coming down as rapidly now. The top 2 are still holding their pace, and maybe those mediums starting to feel a bit aware finally the speed they were going earlier on, but they can see him in a distance. It must be so frustrating that they can't catch him at this moment in time, but they're trying their best to get the top two, but we'll see whether we do get a battle at the end of this race between the four of them. But I guess it shows, guys, once again how well TF10 have done this season for them to again still be fighting away for wins coming into the final race of the season. Sergio gets back past Supply Wrapped here, 1.8. Is there enough time? That's the thing now. Is there enough time? We'll have to wait and see.
They need the final countdown to be started, sung, really. It's the finale here in Competitive Speed Series on the console side of things. And right now, it is mental. There's 2 cars off. Who is that? That's a BRT and Epic Veil. What has happened there? There's a front wing damage to Justin. What about Epic Veil? Nothing wrong with Epic Veil. It looked like it was Epic Veil and Justin there. Not sure what's happened.
No, I didn't. Both going deep into 9 there. Didn't see what, like I said, didn't see what happened. But yeah, maybe a trip to the stewards with both of those guys after the race. But yeah, BRT Justin's luck has gone from bad to worse as Alex Loper, fast man on Sergio. As you can imagine, being on soft compound tyres. So at least you'll have that. You'll have that award at the end of the race here. 1.6 now. The top, the gap between second. I know I say that 1.5. It is coming down. 3.5 laps to go. I really don't know, guys. It must be so frustrating. They're clawing them in bit by bit, but is it enough? Maybe on the last lap we could see some fighting for it.
It's work for perfection. Well, teamwork perfection at the moment from TF10 to keep that gap as it is. AMR Lars now into 5th place. Lars taking the lead of this second train. I don't know what you want to call the other 4 cars in front of you, whether it's a train or not, or just working together for battles. But heading on to the penultimate lap now. TF10 1-2 at the moment. Penalty to Dirk's name will change that, but it's 1.1 seconds. The leaders are being hounded by Sergioli, and Supply Raptor. But at the moment, TF10 have got the measure of them just.
Yeah, and ideally he could have been in the DRS on this lap, but he's not close enough, and that could be the difference. It really could. Through turn 5 they go for the 28th time. 1.1 splitting Sergioli and Ryan. Supply Raptor should fly around the outside here. No, he'll go. Oh yeah, he will go on the outside of the Alpina, but both still working together into the final stretch of this race. 9/10 of a second now between second and third. Gone back up again with 1.3, so a little bit deep by the Williams here, and that's going to cost him. And we'll have to wait and see who's going to take the win here. It's going to have to. It will come down to the last lap, Gareth. It really will.
And when do Sergioli and Supply Raptor stop working together to catch up with the TF10 drivers? Because sooner or later, they'll want to be squabbling over the positions themselves to ensure that they get the most points for their team. At the moment, ET8 are definitely in the standings for that. Oh, well, in the lead for that second place finish here. But, a big step there from Dirk over the final corner as we head on to the final lap of the finale here in Abu Dhabi, as it is still 1.3 seconds. Have the TF10 team worked those hards to perfection?
Sergioli with a 3-second time penalty on the exit of 1. I think they made too many mistakes on lap 28, Gareth, and it's now 1.4. I don't think they've got it. I think it's the Aston Martins to win here. I think it's TF10 win all over. Ryan takes the lead back. So 2 drivers in the top 4 with penalties in Dirk and Sergioli. Supply Raptor, I think, knows now it's time. Well, he'll know the driver ahead and go to penalty, so he can sit back and forth and take. He should take both. He should take second after all this, but he's going to go around the outside of the Alpine. And I think now, Gareth, it is TF10 who will win it, but it will be Supply Raptor who takes second. And
TF10 are, rounding the final 5 6 corners. Yeah, now final 5 corners. They are doing what they have done so well this season, and that is controlling races or working together and taking victories, even when the other driver maybe have fallen down. But it's TF10 Ryan who split from NLR to TF10 a short few races ago, has taken victory again here in competitive speed series in the finale at Abu Dhabi. Supply Raptor coming home in 3rd. Is there more battles going in across the line? There's a Nazim going into the wall there. What is happening further down? Is there further battles having? Here comes ET8 Epic Veil pushing Slash off the track and managing to get 15th in the end. And my goodness me, Justin there falling off the order because of the front wing damage. What a way to end the season as a whole.
Yeah, what a way to finish. A great racing once again at Abu Dhabi to finish off the season. But yeah, it's Ryan obviously taking the win and another win to add to TF10's phenomenal run this season. 6th win of the year for them, and they'll be over the moon with that.
They certainly will be, as well. Nico, not Nico, sorry, Ryan, and Nico Castronovo, and had a great battle. I was going to bring that up. There was 2 thoughts going in my head at once. The battle for P5 was great, but Ryan takes victory here. Top step off the podium with his teammate in 3rd, and in 2nd place then going to Supply Raptor. Poor Sergioli will be wondering about, what could have been in this one. But let's go down the order then. It is TF10 Ryan who took victory from Supply Raptor and Dirk in 3rd, rounding out the podium positions. Then there was Sergioli in 4th. EV Lucas getting 5th in the end there. 6th to AMR Lars. Great position for AMR Lars with, unfortunately, the teammate way off. Let's make sure I export the thing for Ace there. Nassim in 7th. 8th to Mispala. 9th to Nico Castronovo, 10th to NLR Kuhlmann, BRT Crowding in 11th, 12th to Siab, 13th to Nico, more Minotaur in 14th and 15th, Epic Veil. No points for Justin Slash or Alex Lover, with Ollie Hornby and De Kevin retiring from the session. Ollie, your driver of the day, please.
I think you've got to give it to Ryan. I think I know led from start to finish, but held his own. Everything went well. Helped his teammate out as well. Yeah, I think for me it's Ryan. There are plenty of drivers who did well, jumping up a lot of places. Lucas being one of them, but we'll stick with a race winner for me tonight anyway for driver of the day.
Did I actually get a prediction correct? Because I'm sure I said Ryan. I'll have to rewatch that. I think I've got a prediction correct for once. It doesn't happen very often. But crazy race. We're hopefully going to get maybe an interview in or 2. But yes, we'll wait and see on that one. Maybe. I know Ace will eventually be joining us as well. But a great race nonetheless. It had some action. Qualifying was great until that final runs when other drivers weren't coming in other than more Minotaur throwing in a great lap. But from the outset, there was all a little bit of controversy between more Minotaur and Alex Lofer. Not sure what happened there. Then there was a lots of off the screen action that we didn't catch because of there was a lot of action going on.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing. You just wish you could have some of the POVs on in the corner of the screen to see what was happening, but yeah, didn't catch everything. But again, regardless, it was still a great race to watch once again here in CSS, Gareth, and hopefully it's we do it all again next year on. We'll be on the new game maybe next time.
It'll be on the new game, providing they actually do release some information on that one. But yeah, great race nonetheless. I think what we'll do at this point is possibly move. Let's see if we can. We'll gonna wait a little bit for TF10 Ryan, see if they will join, but Yeah, at this point, we'll move over and hopefully Ace can hear us.
But we are still waiting for Dirk and Ryan.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I'll let them do interviews first and then.
Okay. Can any of them see the rating room? Because
Yeah, they both can, don't worry.
okay. Hopefully they'll hurry up. We'll wait and see what happens on that point, Ollie. But obviously, ET8 taking that second place with Sergioli's great performance to get to fourth, and BRT unfortunately not. It's just not worked for them tonight again.
I'm gonna put you both down to waiting room because Ryan's on the PS.
Right. Okay.
So, 2 seconds.
So yeah, hopefully we'll get someone. Here we go. We got TF10 Dirk here with us, and Ollie, I'll let you do the podium interviews, my friend.
Thank you very much, Gareth. So we've both got Ryan and Dirk. Hopefully, you both can hear. We'll start with our race winner in Ryan. Well done, Ryan. Another win for yourself, and obviously the team. Just talk us through that, because you guys, it's near the end. Anyway, it seemed quite relaxed. I know no racing is ever relaxing, but just sort of ran away with it. But I guess maybe a bit busier in the earlier stages of the race.
Before the race, we opted for that medium hard straight, so we, I wouldn't say we knew what we were doing. It was kind of an experiment, which kind of worked out, I would say. I think some circumstances from others helped us quite a bit, as mediums were quite fast in the end. But yeah, I mean, we pitted quite early compared to the others, especially me. I think I pitted on lap 9. And then, yeah, we just ran away, basically. I let in Dirk in lap 10 when he pitted. And then we didn't saw any cars apart from the old hard runners for the whole rest of the race.
Yeah, I was going to say that once you guys got through the traffic, you were out in front, and Supply Raptor and Sergioli just couldn't catch you near the end there. But Dirk, obviously another podium for yourself, and obviously done podium for the team. It must be great to end the season on a high as well.
Yeah, I just threw it away in the quali in sector 3 while I was on for pole, so it felt quite bad. But luckily, I could get myself up there after a good start, which really helped my race. And then I came out of the pits like 1.6 behind Ryan and just dumped my whole battery, and he left me in the DRS. And because of that, we could just work together perfectly.
Yeah, you could see both working well together, help each other with the slipstream and the DRS there. And for you both, I'll start with Ryan. Obviously, winning the championship in an epic way. Finishing before we even got to the final race. For Ryan, what would you say is sort of highlight of the season for yourself?
Well, I've done 11 races out of 12, so a few races under my belt. Yeah, obviously the race wins are quite good. Highlights were, I think, this race, because we just managed it well, and back when I was at NLR in Imola, where we also managed it well for the 1-2. Those were some great races. And yeah, obviously winning the championship with the team and winning the championship as a driver it was just a good season. I mean, I haven't finished a race outside the top 5 for the whole season. Flex. No. No, it was just a great season and a great event.
Yeah, and I'm sure there, Ryan. And Dirk, a highlight for yourself for the season?
Yeah, what races did I do? The mystery round at Imola wasn't great, so not that one. I think it's this round, to be honest.
Okay.
Because,
Go on.
just how we managed it was really good. I've never really managed a race like this with medium hard, and normally on the F1 games it's always hard medium, especially on PlayStation. On PC you see a little bit more medium hard, but we just saw it in E series yesterday on PC. We saw it could work with medium hard, and we have another team event here on Thursday. So we thought that the title is already safe. So let's just test it out and see for Thursday what's the best strategy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it worked out perfectly for you both. But well done on you both, for both of you, and obviously well done on the title this season as well, wrapping up before you even got to the final round. But well done again to you both, and I'll pass it back to Gareth.
Yeah, wonderful for the TF10 team. Absolutely amazing positionings there. But yeah, congratulations to you both. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you next season. I think now is possibly time to hear from Ace.
One question just before you go, Ryan. How much time did you still have in your lap in qualifying?
You don't want to know. Sector 1 was quite good. Sector 3 was quite good. But Sector 2, let's just say the chicane, I added an extra chicane in Sector 2, looking at the time. So I would say 2:10 minimum.
So we're going back to the old layout then. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did on my lap. That's why it was only a 0.5, which is crazy that this was pole.
The fact that was pole is also mental, to be fair to you.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
fact that I'm on pole is very interesting.
definitely. But I'll let you jump off, but enjoy. As you've already been sent your prize money, so thanks for hosting.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for commentating. Thanks for hosting, and probably see you guys next season.
Cheers, Ryan. I'll see you Friday, Ryan. But yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no, let's not do that. See you. Have a good
See
one.
Ya. So yeah, Ace, is there anything else from your side?
Just to everyone who's watched Race Manage over the season, you've brought us views, you've brought us, CSS history as well, being, getting some of the top view streams that we've had ever. It's good to see. So I muted myself by accident again. I can't really say thanks to everyone, but I'll say thanks as a general to drivers, managers, whoever it was involved, and to comms, both yourself and Ollie. Thank you for being there. I know obviously you didn't do every single round, but hey, it's what we like to see. And within the past 28 days, I will just say it, we've had 3.8k views. And compared to the previous 28 days, that was about 1,000 more. So
Wonderful. That's really good stuff.
looking really good. So it was. But hey, that's season 5 and F1 2024 over. So it is.
Perfect. Well, there you heard it here from Ace. Probably yesterday as well, but you heard it here first. What a wonderful season we've had at Competitive Speed Series. TF10 have run away plaudits on both console and PC. Can anyone stop them? Find out next season. More info, I'm sure, is going to be on that when the game gets announced and released and everything through that. But for now, Ollie, any final words from yourself?
I'd just like to repeat what I said. Thank you to all the drivers, managers, viewers, and everyone who contributed this season. It's been an epic season. Yeah, thanks again for the opportunity to commentate on such fantastic racing week on week, and look forward to doing it all again next time around on F1 25.
Perfect. There we have it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you for a great season. But for now, from Ollie, myself, and from the other commentators in the other, all the other staff, I'm sure the thanks are in abundance. But for now, we'll catch you in the next season. Goodbye.